When you hear the word homeless, what comes to your mind? What picture do you imagine? You might picture someone leaning or sitting against a wall, walking down the street, someone digging through the trash, or maybe someone sleeping on a park bench. While these images may describe the living conditions of the homeless, do they give us a clear picture of who they are and why they live under these conditions? Americans love our courageous, valorous military people. We like tales of sacrifice and bravery, even if the ending isn't always as happy as we might hope. One American serviceman is named Woody, and his story is not too uncommon, but not often told. Woody was born in 1939, during the boom of the country. He was the son of sharecroppers. At 17, he enlisted into the Army. Like most young men, he was eager to serve his country in the armed forces. Woody served 18 months fighting in Korea. He was wounded twice, first in the leg, then in the abdomen. During his tour of duty, Woody would spend 49 days in the hospital. Afterward, he married and had 3 children, and for the most part, life was good. Then he was struck by one of the worst tragedies that could happen to a father. His 10-year-old son was killed by a logging truck while riding his bike. Woody was devastated. To escape the pain, Woody turned to alcohol. Next, you'll see what depression, along with alcohol abuse, can lead to. After the death of his son, Woody's drinking took its toll on his marriage, and things only got worse. His family moved out, and he was left all alone. What followed was years of loneliness, suppressed by alcohol. But it wasn't until a job accident that his life completely changed. While working in construction, Woody fell off a roof and sustained injuries to his arm, back, and neck. With this came the inability to be rehired by area construction crews, so Woody moved to Texas. In Texas, he performed odd jobs as a handyman, but he was never able to make enough income to provide for housing. Forced to live on the streets, Woody sought shelter anywhere he could, most often in a tent hidden in the woods. The neck injury Woody sustained nearly 20 years earlier never fully healed, and the pain only got worse. Without the support of his hand, Woody's head would fall forward, causing him to experience blackouts. Sometimes he would be unconscious for days at a time. All too often, such stories end in miserable death, a climax none of us enjoys. Here's the rest of Woody's own all-too-American story. While Woody was sitting in a park, Laurie from the Hope Project met him and gathered information about his experiences and his situation. Laurie explained to Woody how the Hope Project might help him. She left him with hope and began the process to enable Woody to receive disability benefits and Social Security income. After the meeting with Laurie, Woody sat on a bench in the park. His head fell forward, and he passed out. He fell off the bench and rolled down a hill where he lay unconscious until police found him sometime later and took him to the hospital. Laurie returned to find Woody and give him the good news about his benefits, but was unable to find him. She searched in many of the areas where the homeless frequented. Eventually, she checked the hospital and found that Woody had been admitted. During his hospital stay, Laurie helped him get the paperwork approved for his benefits, and when he was discharged from the hospital, he was taken to a retirement home to recover. During his 1-year stay there, Woody experienced detoxification, and Laurie was able to find an affordable trailer house for him to live in. Once he had a place to live, he was released from the retirement home. Today, Woody is no longer drinking to endure the pain of his injury. He has a place to live and is trying to reunite with his family.